Speculate. In a world of rumors and reckless talk, one woman stands for truth. She doesn't speculate. She cross-examines. The courtroom is her kingdom, and justice wears heels.
Order in the court, let the facts be seen. Melissa Jade on the mic, call her crime scene queen. She don't do drama, she don't do lies. Every case get clean when she analyze. Cross that line, she'll object real quick. Logic so tight, it cut like a brick. Beautiful mind with a presence so loud. When she speaks, you can feel the whole room bow, room bow, room bow.
She studies every angle, every word, every lie. And when she speaks, it's not emotion, it's evidence.
No hearsay, just receipts on the table. She don't need fiction, truth's her label. Courtroom lights, blow her heels, click steady. Whole jury leaning like, man, we ready. They talk nonsense, she calls it out clear. Confident, strong, you can feel that in the air. She got the law locked and the facts in sway. Another case closed the Melissa J. way.
They came with theories, she came with proof. They had opinions, she had the truth. They had the theories, she came with proof. They had opinions, she had the
Beauty don't fade when the brain got bite. She shine like a verdict red late at night. Smart, bold, blow loud and still so graceful. Every sentence sharp and tasteful.
Some say justice is blind, but when Melissa Jade steps in, justice sees clearly.
Yeah, she walked through lies like a gavel crack. Truth in her voice, ain't no turning back. Debunking myths with a lawyer's flair. She don't chase clout, she builds it there. Applause in the chat, they know her name. Melissa Jade, she don't play games. Beautiful, brilliant, truth unafraid. Bow to the queen of facts, Melissa Jade.
The verdict is in, and the truth has a name. Melissa Jade. Melissa Jade.
Hello, everybody. Happy Members Only Monday. How is everybody? Now, this Members Only Monday is going to be quicker than Laura Owens' relationships because I am running around like a chicken off my head. I have a school function to go to, but I did not want to cancel on you guys. So I am going to be going until my mom picks us up. Now, I will say my mom arrives early, usually the same way that Laura Owens' pregnancy tests usually show a positive pregnancy test pretty fucking early on, like 2 days after sex. So I'm hoping to get a solid hour. But again, my mom likes to come early. That likes to arrive early. That sounded really horrible. So we're going to just like jump straight into things. But first off, I have to say, welcome, Dolly Denon. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome, Leslie Witzel, for becoming a member. And Jody Nortman. And sorry, I stopped because I hate the @ symbols. It's harder to read the names, but welcome. Hello, everybody individually in the chat. I'm not going to take the time to do individual hellos, only if you become members, because ain't nobody got time for that. Again, my mom arrives early. So we're going to just get as much done as we possibly can. Let's see. We were over on, I even did Patreon, like on my lunch hour. Like, yo, I'm getting shit done today, okay? Hi, Harlot. We're behaving. So, where are we? Okay. And I don't even have like my bottom mascara done. I only have my top mascara done. Like, that is how like I am multitasking, man. All right. We left off right here on November 9th, where it says, in the midst of her legal battle with Clayton, Laura submits The Gillespie Connection, which that's what we had finished reading, police report alleging Greg is violating his order of protection by posting online under multiple pseudonyms. Detective Reedy of the Scottsdale Police Department finds no connection. Laura also claims Greg posted a Halloween costume picture, which she later attributed to Clayton in the OOP hearing against him. Huh. Did I do my... Oh, no, never mind. I did my under lashes. I'm good. All right. November 9th, judge for the CV 2021 hearing the abortion coercion case submits a minute entry, finding neither Laura nor Greg presented sufficient evidence to support their respective claims. Let me see. I'm not actually super familiar with a minute entry. So this is the time set for, for oral argument. Got it. So neither submit. Okay, got it. All right. So December, multiple filings were made in the abortion coercion case. We then get to 2024. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay. Judge Michael Gordon submits a judgment ruling that the case is dismissed, with both Laura and Greg needing to pay their own fees and costs incurred in the abortion coercion case, which that pisses me off because Laura had the burden of proof, and Laura didn't meet that burden. Why should he have had to pay his... Okay. Well, let's get to this one. April 21st, Greg Gillespie emails David Gringus. You guys keep telling me about the Gringus stuff, and I'm so excited to get into that. Greg Gillespie emails David Gringus after Gringus expressed interest in speaking with Greg. Greg states he does not want to air everything out on social media, further stating, quote, "I am a normal guy with a normal job and fixated on being a new dad in my normal life." He further states Laura tried to ruin his life with the abortion coercion lawsuit and that his story is so similar to Clayton's. They email back and forth about the possibility of speaking, how Laura has conned Greg, and Clayton's paternity case. On April 23rd, David Gringus states he's blocked Greg Gillespie's number. Let's look at these emails. Ooh, okay. So forward, Echard. So this is from Greg to David Gringus, and it says, wait, hold on. I want to make sure I'm going in order because sometimes these are backwards. September 4th. Yeah, they're backwards. Okay, then I'm going to read them this way. Okay. Okay, the first one from Greg to David Gringus. Mr. Grignus. I said the name wrong already. Can you tell, like, whenever I feel like I'm in a rush, like I start to blend my words together. So let me try that again. Hi, it's Kirsten Lee. We call him Dingus. I'm really, well, like, why would, I am curious why he would ever be told, yeah, go reach out to Gringus. That doesn't really make sense to me. Mr. Gringus, Greg Woodnick sent me your contact information. I am not interested in airing this drama on social media. I am also a private person, unlike Laura and Clayton. I am a normal guy with a normal job and fixated on being a new dad in my normal life. You can imagine how upset I was when I was told by people following the Clayton Echard matter that you may have shared legal papers involving my case with Laura and her pregnancy nonsense on your blog. I have never spoken about my case publicly or shared the absolute hell your client put me through. Not one of the other lawyers that Laura had ever did that or treated me with such disregard. You broadcasting my cases with Laura is so similar to her history of contacting my work, emails to my HR, threats to reach out to my employees via Uncle Joe's bizarre emails, having OOPs served to my office, and probably more I am not even thinking of at the moment. Multiple times to get me to be humiliated or to get me fired. And again, he's saying this to Laura's attorney. Hey, Tess. Well, you better get here before my mom does. Just saying. This feels like an attempt to intimidate me not to come to court for Clayton. And if you are about to say that it was the other online people and you were just responding or that it was not your intention, save the oxygen, as you are insulting my ability to read. You have read my file since you shared some of it. And while Laura and I were intimate one night, regrettably so times 1 trillion, I did not get her pregnant. The evening was also consensual. I did not rape or orchestrate her rape or whatever the horrific lie was that she told the judge when she was refusing to be on the computer screen where someone could see and visually confirm her pregnancy. Sound familiar? Oh man, it's so fucked up that she did this to these guys. Hi, Kelly. 11 minutes, 54 seconds. Hi, Samantha. That's wow. I refuse to date Laura or do her relationship contract thing, despite her telling me that she would only have an abortion if I went to her sister's wedding and other crazy demands. It is not just a coincidence that Mike, Matt, and Clayton all have nearly the same story. I don't know Matt's story. Is he the fourth victim, guys? I'm not familiar with Matt, but I want to respect his anonymity if he doesn't want to be out there. This is crazy. Hi, JS. You should also see the order of protection the court granted me prior to getting counsel. It was granted and signed by the judge. Do you think I can read the future? Or is it a miraculous phenomenon that this document lays the groundwork for a nearly identical timeline Laura has displayed between herself and ABC's The Bachelor? She's a lush for celebrities. Have you not seen it? I'm happy to share it with you as it contains our court's seal, time-stamped, and dated. Let me know if you feel compelled to see it. Hey, DMMMT, Matt won't talk. Okay. Hey, Neat Noodle. Laura tried to ruin my life with her abortion coercion lawsuit for a twin pregnancy that never happened. She claimed she was pregnant in days. She doctored, photoshopped an ultrasound image taken from a website online from years before, 2015. Sound familiar? She hid from court-ordered meetings off camera because she was hiding not being pregnant and then claimed I somehow was involved in her rape. She even claimed one fetus died because she only took one of the abortion pills. I can go on about the insanity. She tried to ruin my life. She failed as I have a real child and have been to real OB appointments, unlike Laura. I'm pretty familiar with how a real pregnancy works. Wow, that's actually crazy that in that short time frame he did become a dad. And so I could only imagine as he experienced all of that for the first time and how it actually goes, it must have solidified even more just how ludicrous He's victim 0 and hasn't come forward. Then how do people know about him? Is it in court documents? Like, did she do the same thing to him in court? This is an email Greg sent to Laura's attorney now that the Clayton case had started. His attorney was pregnant when Laura tried taking Matt to court. His attorney asked her to go to the OBGYN, and magically Laura had a miscarriage. Oh my God. So 4 in the court system. Her story with Clayton is so similar. Just like with Clayton, she contacted my family and made up connections with my life to make herself feel impactful. She contacted ex-girlfriends based off of one conversation we had on one date. Oh my God. And continues to try to connect with them. She sent a cease and desist to my current girlfriend's work just a few months ago to continue to harass me and my family. Hey, Adrian. David, imagine spending a few hours with a human and almost 3 years later, that human is still attempting to be involved in your life. Do I think Laura is maniacal? Ask me on June 10th. You probably realized the same thing, but already got paid and are in far too deep to turn back after the atrocities you've posted online. Greg. Number 2, number 3, I hear there's more. ... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So then Gringus responds, Greg, it's Sunday night and I didn't see your email until just this second. Do you want to have a conversation? Despite whatever Woodnick may have said, I am a completely normal guy, and I am willing to have a conversation with you, man to man, off the record, nothing recorded, and no threats. I'm happy to talk now, or tomorrow, or whatever. FYI, there is an ethical rule that says if you have a lawyer, I can't speak directly with you. I can only talk to your lawyer. I know Woodnick was your lawyer in the past, but I am not aware of him representing you today. If Woodnick is still representing you, let me know so I can go through the correct channel. Otherwise, my cell is redacted, and I am happy to talk to you right now or tomorrow or whatever. Lawyers are not permitted to lie, so I will promise you this convo will not be recorded, will not be shared with anyone, and will not be posted on social media or anywhere else. Just let me know. David Gringus. Yo, this is intense. I'm not used to this. This is weird. This is strange. Greg gives 0 Fs and is a smart ass, and I love it. I've never seen this before. Like, this is okay. So Greg says, I'll talk, but man to man, I have no problem putting things in writing. You know Laura is fucking with you, and it's all a lie, right? There's nothing you can do or say to get me to entertain Laura or you. I'm fact. You're associated with her. Therefore, you should know my sentiment towards you as a person. Oh my God. So Gringus wrote, Greg, you reached out to me. I have no interest in messing with you. I had no idea who you were as of 3 weeks ago. And when this is all over, I am happy to move on to other things. You and I do not have any personal dispute with each other. I don't know anything about Laura's past other than what the file contains. None of this is personal to me. I'm only searching for the truth, and I only care about the things that are needed to resolve the legal issues I'm working on. With that said, I don't see any grounds to say that Laura is fucking with me. She's not the one pushing any of this forward. She wants to go on with her life, and she has no interest in dragging any of her past into the present if she does not have to. The only issue I am worried about right now relates to the situation with Clayton Echard. I don't have any interest in you at all, except to the extent that Woodnick says you have important information that bears on the case I'm working on. If Woodnick didn't bring you up, I'd have no interest in you at all. If you have important info, then I'm happy to talk. If you don't, then I have no interest in disturbing your privacy. Oh my gosh. Around this time last year, Dingus and Laura did a video on YouTube, and Dingus claims he didn't know anything about Greg, and Laura said she never sent Greg a sano because she was never able to get one. Shut the front door. ATS News. Hi. Hey. I wasn't getting notifications for you either, by the way. Hi, Steph. Yo, I've never seen anything like this. Okay, so Greg responds, David, may I call you David? First, I would like to hear your response to the important information I have already shared with you in my previous email. Welcome, Wendy. I noticed you have jumped at the opportunity to respond to a few latter adverse comments, yet you have nothing to say regarding the very important context of my original communication. Non-lawyers like myself would find this sort of thing peculiar. He loves that word. Do you? Please share your man-to-man thoughts before replying to any of the below. This has nothing to do with anything Greg said. Nothing really. And it is weird that you think my anger is related to anything other than Laura's actions. It is about what happened to me. It is about what happened to Mike. It is about what happened to Matt. It is about what is happening to Clayton. I read you said you would quit the case if you found out Laura was lying. Integrity would be doing that, as you know she is, and she has lied. Instead, you are inciting conflict on the internet, and I think Laura wants you to embarrass me here like she tried with my work, family, and girlfriend. You want a man-to-man talk? So here it is. She has destroyed lives with her lies. Be a man and tell her to finally admit she has a problem and that she regrets the lies and hell she has caused because 4 men did not want to date her. She just filed an appeal with Mike. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. You have no idea how horrific it is to be falsely accused of rape and more. You already have demonstrated with your posts that you are committed to being Conor McGregor and winning. A win here is her admitting she faked records and used fake pregnancies to manipulate men. Then she should go to get help before more people suffer her torture. Greg Gillespie. Gringus writes, Greg, just an FYI, I blocked your number on my phone. I don't have time for games. I'm happy to look at evidence you have that shows Laura lying, if you have it. I asked for this several times, and you produced nothing. I interpret that to mean you have no evidence. People who have proof don't play games. They lay their cards on the table. Only liars and bluffers won't do this. I've been doing this for 20 plus years, and it's always the same. If you have evidence, you show it. If you don't, you throw insults and attacks. Yawn. Not impressed. No, this lawyer did not just yawn him. God. This lawyer just yawned. Oh my God. The legal system doesn't tolerate games like this. If you have something that shows Laura lying, you are welcome to email it to me here. I am always open to seeing evidence that Laura is wrong. If you prove with evidence, not speculation, that she has lied about anything relevant, I will drop her immediately. I've said that repeatedly, and the offer stands. He yawned. I'm sorry. That's crazy. To be clear, that does not apply to things she has admitted being untruthful about, like the top of the Planned Parenthood ultrasound with Clayton, which is of minimal importance in this case. I'm sorry, what? It's of minimal importance? Okay, sir. People are allowed to make mistakes and admit them. Oh, I know a judge that would not like your wording. It is not a mistake, it is a choice. This is not a basis to drop them as a client. I need proof that Laura has lied about something that actually matters and that she has not confessed to being untruthful. As I'm sure you know, Clayton has also admitted to lying in this case. Nice guy. More name calling and insults and random speculation are not worth my time and will receive no response. So I'm not considering any of that, nor will the judge. Oh, what an asshole. Oh, God. This is so. Dingus has 15 bar complaints and 3 DUIs. What a guy. Listen. As soon as I read the first email, I was like, oh, okay, this is not a stand-up lawyer. And I say that because I would never imagine a lawyer doing that shit, you know? He kept moving the goalpost. First, he said he would drop her if she lied about anything. Now it's lying about something important. And who decides that? Exactly. Who decides what's relevant? Oh my goodness. This is nuts. So Greg said, no problem. Did you receive it? Both recordings? Oh, what recordings did you send, Greg? What'd you send to him? Then he didn't answer, and Greg says, hey, Gringus, is everything okay? I was worried when I never heard back from you today. I figured after the nice words in your previous email, you would want to follow up after receiving the very evidence you believed I was bluffing about. Did you get what you need? I held up my end of the bargain. Be a man and hold up yours. Oh my God, this is between lawyer and a not a client, but like a client of your adversary. And oh my God, this is really intense. That explains the haircut. Oh my gosh. Greg again, after like 2-3 weeks, checking in. I just want to make sure you are okay since you never replied back. Please, at least let me know you are alive. I don't want to have to call for a wellness check. He's pulling out Laura's moves. Just wait until you watch the video where Rachel Juarez destroys him in a debate and he talked 90% of the debate. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, Wendy, like, are you okay? I haven't heard back from you. I wouldn't have to call a wellness check, would I? That's what Laura did, showing up to his house. Oh, gosh. So David Gringus wrote, Greg, if you recall, I was the one who was happy to talk last week or whenever you reached out. You were the one who got scared and decided you didn't want to talk. If anyone needs a welfare check, it ain't me, bro. This is a weird, Harlan. Could you imagine if we saw this shit? Like a high crime, like Idaho case or something. Like, what the hell? This is a lawyer writing this shit. My bar isn't set high for Greg. And when I say that, that's nothing personal against Greg versus you're not a licensed attorney. Okay. My bar is higher for licensed attorneys. This is crazy. This is too much, little D. Okay. So he's like, you were the one who got scared and decided you didn't want to talk. If anyone needs a welfare check, it ain't me, bruh. I'm still here. Happy to chat anytime. It's Friday. Life is good, bruh. If you see, like, he called him bro. He called him bruh. This is crazy. If you seriously cared about justice, you'd talk to me. I am probably the one person who is in the best position to be able to do something to help the situation. I have good communication with Laura, and despite what everyone thinks, I remain open to the idea that maybe she has done everything people claim. Until recently, I had zero reason to believe that. But the texts with MM are a concern, Mike Maricini. Not going to deny that. Although at this point, since I haven't been allowed to verify them, I can't accept them as accurate. I can't wait to go back over Mike's stuff. The real problem here is that no one from your side will talk to me. Because of that, I only get to hear Laura's story. So, of course, I accept her version of the story. It's the only one I've got. If you assume I truly am a reasonable and somewhat open minded person, just imagine what would happen if one or all of Laura's victims were willing to just pick up the phone and tell me their stories. That might make a real difference. But since everyone on your side is terrified to talk, that leaves me with Laura's unrefuted side of the story. You can change that if you want, but it requires being a man and picking up the phone. David Gringus asked, yo, why are they challenging each other with the macho stuff? This is bizarre. I've never seen communications like this with an attorney. Like, yo, you be the man. No, bruh. You be the man. Like, you're the one scared. No, you're the one scared, man. Like, but it's sick because they are victims. And so it's interesting to me that Gringus is like, yeah, okay, the messages of Mike Maricini, yeah, it doesn't look good for my client. But the fact that he is even openly talking about that at all shows you're a shitty lawyer. Like, why are you doing that? That's not in your client's best interest either. It is movie like ATS. Okay, so Greg responds, hey, loser. God. Glad it didn't go your way, like in any possible. Laugh my ass off. Enjoy your trip. I think a new city for you might be a good idea. Greg Gillespie. That was right after the trial. Gringus responded, taking the time to email me? Don't you have better things to do? Guess not. Sad. Greg says, plenty. But your display on Monday, the liar you chose to continue to defend, that is a choice, not your job. I want you to know that I know that. You have also lied. You're very, very bad at this. What did I lie about? Gringus wrote. Greg says, call me sometime. We can talk through it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, call me sometime. We can talk through it. Greg. Gringus, right? If you really want to talk, I'll do it. I'm really not the asshole you think I am. Oh, I told you I was happy to talk. You were the one who chickened out. Oh my gosh. Greg says, rather than just unblocking, you likely need to delete the contact entirely after unblocking and save the number as new. I have experience in this from having blocked Jane Doe's 14 different iMessage accounts she contacted me from. Then had to unblock to connect after her threats to my family and workplace. Oh my gosh. Gringus wrote, if you are up late, Just call my cell on WhatsApp. I'm out walking for next hour, but tomorrow is fine. Greg wrote, looks like I'll be owning a new horse farm 3.1 miles from my home. Oh, shit. What is this? A police report. June 9th, June 11th, for the events June 11th. So on June 11th, 2024, and this was her trial time, guys, Laura claimed that Clayton Echard, Michael Maricini, and Gregory Gillespie all violated her active orders of protection against them. The incidents occurred on multiple occasions as detailed in the report and archived documents. So Laura said, on June 11th, I was wearing my designated police. I'm sorry. I was wearing my designated police uniform, an on-body camera, and driving a fully marked Scottsdale vehicle. At approximately 13:03 hours, I was dispatched to a delayed violation of order of protection at, and then it says interview with Laura. Sorry, there's so many typos. I then called the reporting Patty, who identified herself to me verbally as Laura Owens. I asked Laura to explain to me what happened, and the following is what she told me. Who the fuck wrote this? Harlot, that was the least of the project. Like, look at this police report. Look at this police report. She explained that on, what date is that? June 11th, 3 different men whom she has orders of protection against all came to Owen to conspire against her and create a smear campaign. She stated that she was in court on the 10th and that Michael Maricini violated her order of protection by appearing as a witness in court hearing where he was asked to testify as a witness. She stated that the judge that presided over the hearing knew about the OOP and allowed Michael to testify and stay in the courtroom. She stated that her attorney told her that this posed a significant threat to her safety and well-being and that it violated the strict no contact rule in the order. To quote her further, Judge Matanode Michael Maricini to slay despite my restraining order, slating judicial branch security will ensure the safety of all parties while at the Northeast facility. Additional accommodations will be considered as requested. This statement does not justify the violation of my protection order, as the presence of court security does not replace the legal protections granted by the restraining order. She stated that the hearing was related to a paternity case against Clayton Echard, who also has an order of protection against and is also guilty of ulotting her protection order. I don't believe this is a real police report just based off of how this is written. Laura then Simoneon emailed detailing how Clayton and Gregory, she also has an order of protection against Gregory, have violated her orders of protection by indirectly causing their substantial following on social media to harass her. She states that Clayton has appeared on multiple podcasts saying about Laura that she is dangerous and she needs to be prosecuted. It should be noted that she could not cite an Instacarl Waits any of the 3 males asked their followers to harass her. This is how it's written, guys. It's not me. Laura states that Gregory violated her order by posting Histophilis woman. No one should cave to her harassment. She is dangerous. Laura stated that these posts and comments on podcasts was violations because these statements are untrue and defamatory in nature. I'm sorry, I swear I'm reading it as is. You guys see this shit, right? They're untrue and defamatory in nature. Who wrote this? And they incite their followers, lurther harasser. Laura incites from one of the orders of protections. Defendant shall now communicate or post untrue or harassing comments regarding plaintiff online, including but not limited to on social media. Laura claims that Clayton violated her order by stating on podcast she is dangerous and she needs to be procerated. The Clatels are listed above and stating a opinion about a concase in her. This makes no sense. There's no fucking way. There's no way. Colton Right. What is this? What is this? It says redacted police report, Scottsdale with an 8, though. I'm so confused. Greg says, thanks for continuing to entertain me while you and Laura are just further exposed. Daddy, tell mommy on Gregory. Again, laugh my ass off, loser. What did I just read? What did I just read? Someone who is educated, please help me. That can't be a police report. I know she did make an actual police report, but that can't be how it was written. It just can't. I don't know if some shit got lost in translation or what. Okay, I'm up to 2024. Okay. A Fiverr logo is found on the ultrasound image Laura texted to Greg on August 6, 2021 by journalists Dave Neal and Megan Fox. The finding was submitted as evidence in the Owens versus Echard establishment of paternity case.
So I can't say with any...
Oh, is this the moment it happens? Oh my God. Is this the moment it happened?
Certainty that that's what it was, but I definitely think she was covering something up there. I think we can say with certainty that that blur is there for a reason, and I think it was because there was a larger logo. That's what she went in to cover up, but that she missed, and so did all of us. So it's completely reasonable that she missed it. She missed the Fiverr right there.
Yeah, and you got to look at it from a cell phone and just you don't see it on a naked eye. What's interesting is she could argue that this isn't hers. She could also argue that, I mean, it would be hilarious if she was like,
argue that this isn't hers. She sent it to you. Who'd she send it to? Steve and you?
This was sent directly to me and Clayton, I believe.
And
Steve
Clayton
was the one who received the ultrasound. Now,
okay,
I have, hold on, I'm trying to find a document here. I have the metadata. That's right. Breaking news, folks. We have acquired the metadata.
The metadata.
Ladies and gentlemen, metadata of the ultrasound used saying she was pregnant with twins, not just twins, 18-week pregnant twins? Excuse me. Here it is.
10/10/2023. Okay, because I'll let him.
What does that metadata say? Uploaded by Janie Dodo Bird. Now, could Greg Gillespie have created a Dropbox account with her name? I mean, guys, what do we have to do? You know what I mean? Show us the metadata. You show the metadata. Well, no, that was actually uploaded by Harvey Weinstein. Like, what do we have to do here?
Well, I don't
get
know. This
the
is
final,
the final
nail in the coffin. And again, date uploaded October 10th, creation date October 6th. So this ultrasound wasn't old. It was created then. I mean, short of people raiding her laptop, short of people, and again, when I say people, I mean federal,
I don't know.
investigators. I'm not encouraging anyone to go do this. There's a reason why this codec is there, and we can compare this codec to guys like to see the results.
Oh, is that the sandwich receipt? What receipt is that? Oh, the Any Lab Now test. The HCG levels. Huh. I don't see it, but it's okay. We'll look for it another time. It is cold today. Oh, I'm almost there. Oh my gosh. Okay, May 10th. Greg emails David stating, just Gringus stating, just checking in. Just want to make sure you are okay since you never replied back. Please at least let me know you are alive. I don't want to have to call for a wellness check. Gringus responds, frustrated, Greg will not speak with him before the trial. Gringus states, if you seriously care about justice, you'd talk to me. Unafraid of new lows, Gringus closes the email with, you can change that if you want, but it requires being a man and picking up the phone. We read these. Okay. Oh my God, we're about to be at the end of Greg's. Okay. June 10th, Greg appears as a subpoenaed witness at the Owens versus Echard trial in Phoenix, Arizona. Laura reports to the police that Greg has violated his OOP, but after investigation, the police determined her claims lack merit. So this is Scottsdale Police. Hi, I'm calling to report violations of multiple restraining orders. It actually took place online, and one of them, yeah, I do. One of them was actually at the Northeast Courthouse. So do you want that address or do you want mine? My name's Laura Owens. Yesterday and the day before is when they violated. So I have an order against two men in Arizona and one in California. And they were like all together and kind of coordinated. It's kind of complicated. Do you want the men's names? So the first is Gregory Gillespie, Gillespi. Let me see. I have the order, so I'm guessing that it has it on it. Then there's Clayton Echard. Yeah, I have orders protections against those two. Then there's one more. There's one more. I'm sorry about that. The other one is actually, it's California. I've got the order to California. I moved to Arizona, but I was told by the San Fran police to contact you guys. His name is Michael Marcini. Sounds good. We listened to that, by the way. We listened to that call. Hey, so there's that. This is just, oh my gosh. Okay. Greg emails David saying, hey, loser. Glad it didn't go your way, like in any way possible. Enjoy your trip. I think a new city for you might be a good idea. The exchange goes back and forth, tit for tat. And again, these are the ones we read. Oh my God, it's making me sad that it's getting to the end of it. Greg emails Gringus a copy of the June 10th police report. Yeah, this probably is the correct one. From Gringus's call to the Phoenix PD before the Owen versus Echard trial and states, looks like I'll be owning a new horse farm 3.1 miles from my home. Gringus doesn't respond. This is, okay, see, this is the actual one. I don't know what the hell the other one was. There was a media event involving a past Bachelor TV show participant, Clayton Echard, and his ex-girlfriend, Laura Owens. The case was civil in nature and unrelated to this call. The reason police responded was because one of the witnesses, Michael Marcini, received a subpoena to appear in court and testify on behalf of Clayton. Laura has an order of protection against Michael, and her lawyer, David Gringus, requested that he not be allowed to enter the court building. The judge presiding over the case allowed Michael into the court to give his testimony. David Gringus said he will make an appeal to the courts in California and request charges against Michael for violating the order. No crime at this time. How did the lawyer think he would have a say over the presiding judge? I don't get that. And then the last, I think this is the last one. Oh my gosh. Greg sends Gringus an email thanking him for the entertainment. Gringus responds with a harassing email accusing Greg of being obsessed with Laura and signs off, so why can't you be a man and move on? Why do you need to act like an insane stalker? Greg responds in turn, stating Judge Mata and the CA are the voice of the real victims, him, Mike Clayton, that he just wants justice and asks Gringus not to call him again. Email 1. Okay, but we read these. Okay. Is it on email too? Okay, yeah. It says Judge Mata and the district attorney are the voice for the real victims, me. Anything I need to say, you can hear loud and clear through them. The Justice for Clayton crew is just a welcome side dish to the main course, and they support the truth. Something you find hard to believe. That is the only questionable behavior here. My voice, the truth, is court ordered. So that's a non-negotiable and about the only way I choose to communicate important information regarding my involvement with your client. I want justice for the injustice that nearly derailed my life. And thanks in part to your poor performance across the board and Laura's continued criminal arts and crafts, we are getting closer to justice. You call being a victim, being an obsessive stalker, rich. My voice and karma are being heard loud and clear since the adult legal playground in which you call your profession failed me miserably. You hold a bigger stick in that arena, and therefore I know better than to provide you with content you can stew up in your cauldron of lies. Take care. I just want to say thanks for sinking the ship, Captain. P.S. Don't call me again. I want to block your number. Just honor that request. Okay. Thank you. So there's that. That's very kind of you. Welcome, Kris Jenner. I'm going to stop because now my mom's here. So I'm going to hop off. But thank you so much. Congratulations, anybody who got a membership. And we will pick up tomorrow. So I hope everyone has a great night. And I will talk to you all soon.